Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or your regional equivalent. Welcome to the first tournament, the fourth category, the most long-rangey category, plausibly, the Tinkrells. Now, I don't know who came up with that name, but it's quite funny. I mean, it's not funny, it's quite strange, to be honest. It's, Tinkrell. Either there's a reference that I'm just not getting, or, well, yeah. Now, Conga, wherever his fleet is, he wanted, yeah, he wanted you to show, he wanted me to show off the name of his, some of his ships, so I can't make Tinkrells. That's fine, Conga. I mean, some people can't, some people can. Some people can make insane Tinkrells, and some people just try hard. Camo. I'm kidding, Camo. Come on. The joke's actually getting quite old, so I'll stop picking on Camo. It's fine. So, guys, today we have Bahamut, Camo 5, Conga, Dragoon, Amazach, Dr. Wazzle, Frostflight, Chocrates, Lucky DGL, 3 cannons and a swarm. I like that name. We have Maka Khan. We have Mr. Creeperhan. We have Nanos, by Audio Cook Me. We have Petra. We have Rickaby. Pro Noobs. Tinkrell Division. Tinkrell. Let's all just think. Let's all just close our eyes and just think. Tinkrell. Okay. Anyway, open your eyes. Then we have Shaky Box. Achoake or Paul. We have Sword Wall by Wraith. Don't know why I said that. We have Waste 47. Laps? Why is my name in there, Waste? Why? What? Why are there hundreds of me's? There's 7 laps, apparently. Alright, fine. No. I'm happy to be in my own tournaments. Oh, I'm sorry, gosh. Yeah. Apparently I'm still sick. Who'd have guessed it? Who'd have thunk it? So Waste 47 laps, apparently. Akari Empire, Expeditionary Fleet Theta. By... I could tell it was Owl Feathers by the epic name, by the way. I couldn't even see Owl... Keep on pressing escape. I couldn't even see Owl Feathers' name because it was behind Waste 47. It should have clicked that the reason I couldn't really tell what laps was because Owl Feathers was in the way, but my brain was just going... And then we have Sausage Party Extreme by Sample Crumb. Sigh, Sample Crumb, why? Just explain to me this. Then we have the last stand, Navy, my Faction 4 Armada. I thought about sending another one of my Faction 4s, but honestly I think just the last stand, Navy, is the best. Of all my Faction 4 Armadas, this is the best. I only have 2. The second one I actually scrapped because, well, because I'm saving them for when I actually do Season 4 on my channel, which is going to be Tinkrell. Because... well, Terran, Farmer, Red, Tinkrell. Makes sense. Alright, now I just need to have quickly... I'll have something. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry, but I had to go do this thing. Alright, let us initiate the bracket. Begin. Alright, so first off, we have Maka Khan versus Owl Feathers. We have Owl Feathers, Akari Empire, Expeditionary Fleet Theta. Versus Maka Khan. By the way, the serenading songs in the background is is the theme music for FTL because I just love FTL. So Maka Khan has gone for what my usual approach for a sort of sniper would be, just quite heavily armored, long range, not rapid firepower because you spend that stuff on other things. And then Maka has got a lot of close-range skirmishers, which are effective, I grant you that, but you always need a bit of long-range assistance, especially if you're doing Tinkrell, because gosh darn. Whoa, hello there, powerful. So these things are long-range, but they're just not too long-range. I think that's, in the end, quite a problematicality. Oh gosh, no! Okay, Owl Feathers is getting turned around. He is wrecking some of those ships, though, but if... Oh my god, gosh, okay. Okay, Owl Feathers Command is right in the middle. next to like a bank of just generators. So, gosh. All right, Mucka is basically lost all of his ships. He has 2. The one at the top right's, I think, about to go down. Yeah, it just went down. So now we only have, look at this little dance off. And yes, I have the FTL theme in the background because it's just some lovely space music. Just some lovely music to serenade the combat operations. Combat laser drones and long-range snipers and doom bones. There, annihilation for the poor Cannoneers. Gosh, there are now feathers. Now we have Petra versus Awake or Paul. Look at this. Just chow in. I don't know what Paul has. Oh, it's just a laser. That's how it been. Lasers and shields versus skirmishes. Look at all these skirmishes. Oh gosh, Petra. Look at this battle. It's pretty darn awesome, gotta say. I have to say, Faction 4 is quite exciting, actually. Especially if you have lots of little skirmishes. If you have something like this, Faction 4 could be so blooming exciting. Because since they're so glass cannony and also just so powerful, I mean, things get hit and they die. And also they have lots of shields, so, you know they do whatever. I don't know. This was exciting anyway. And so was the last one. Definitely. Okay, I'm just going to try to get the entirety of the battle. Okay, so Awake reduced to 1 little ship a key. Wherever it is. Oh, it was up there. No, Awake! He was defeated by petroleum. Oh gosh, look at that skirmisher armada. Hell of a fleet, actually. Hell of a fleet. So... Alright, I see that. I know, I'm zooming in. That can kind of give away what people do, but really, in the top left and top right, you get as much information as you could ever really use to reproduce the systemization. So really, it's fun. Look at this battle. The FTL soundtrack isn't yet at the epic parts, but it's fine. I suppose it almost represents the tinky ralliness of this faction. I suppose Tinkrell almost conveys the kind of weakness of them. They're not that weak. They're sort of, but relativistically they're actually quite strong. I mean, if I go in here... Sorry I'm doing this, but I kind of have to. I mean, 100 health is something to scoff at. 50... Yeah, I mean... They're sort of they're on the level of the farmers. So, you know, both factions. I'm sorry, Petra, I just kind of gave away exactly what your ships look like. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. But it's also just so I can check how everything's... Not how everything... That everyone, like, isn't holding, like sandbox parts. Because there's no real way for me to check that. Sort of. Oh gosh, now we have Frostflight versus Dr. Wazzle. You know what? I'm glad if Dr. Wazzle gets annihilated. Look at that very dirty ship. No, it depends how you look at it. I actually didn't even look at it like that the first time, but you know. Then I saw Sumblecrumb's fleet, and then it kind of woke me up to the unfortunalities. And then it's like, guys, come on, how immature. How immature. You'll never get a girlfriend. No, I'm kidding. But still. If I turn this sideways... Ha! Beat your system! Gosh. Wazzle's getting wrecked summarily by Frostflight. Frostflight, very cool looking ships. I gotta say, I'm looking at these things now. They look really cool. Look at that thing in the top left. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing, actually. It's quite... amazing and awesome, you know, they're kind of overused words, you'd think. So I think I'll just say they look stellar. Stellar, because we're in space, so I want to say something looks stellar. Fire! No, Frostflight is lulling him into a false sense of security. It's like, you may survive this, but I doubt it, little fools. Then he just fires all the cannons. He's not shooting. He's just shooting drones. I think all those... Well, the drones do chew up a chunk of power. Well, at least for the Reds. Come on, FTL. Bring up some badass music. This is not badass music. It's actually quite chilled, this combat scenario. Give me a moment. Alright. I've set it up so that a very pumpy soundtrack should be inbound right about nowish. There we go. Alright. Dr. Wessel versus Frostflight. Can Wessel survive this? He has range, but Frostflight just has armadas of skirmishers. But they're being split up. Oh, this could be a problematicality. Because Wessel still has his main battleships maintained, and they are against a wall. Which means that Wessel can just do exactly that, shoot in a straight line. But I don't think he has sufficient range. He's been damaged enough that his range is disabled. Frostflight's could. Whoop, whoop. Oh, goes right around and hits him from the rear. Annihilate. Nothing Wessel could do really about that. Now, Frostflight is his reinforcements inbound. But Wessel seems to have quite a chunk of drones. Quite a chunk. He also has some little dudes as well, but, well, I don't think it'll be too much of a problem now, will it? Frost seems to be going after some other little ships. That doesn't mean that his main forces can come up beside and flank the guy while he's unaware. Wessel, caught unawares, look at that, just, bah, gah, oh, that pain, that looks painful as heck. Annihilated, hit the generators, entire thing annihilated. Well done, Frostflight, well done. Tacticality Alpha. Now we have Camo 5 versus Jocrates. Camo 5 has brought his Uber Kill Max things into the battle, but Jocrates just eradicated the bulk of them. Well done, Jocrates. Come on, can Jocrates get this? He could. I swear. If this is the day that Camo dies, amazingness. Thing is, well, Camo ships very powerful guns. Lots of recoil on that thing. He gets pushed way back. Also, Camo 5 has been refining this ship, as far as I know. But, can a ship survive trapped against the side of a wall? Yeah, apparently. Because these ships are pretty darn good at certain systems. If we watch this, it's just a beam of death. Long range as well. Refined. Not too much damage. You'll see. He doesn't waste a lot of points on damage. It's all a little bit of damage, just enough. Because since there are so many bullets, he just gets to do it anyway. So in the end, he doesn't really need it. And that's the tacticality. Sorry, Jocrates, but you're out. Same with you, Wessel. You're out. But this is why we have a pool. So now we have the Last Stand Navy versus Shaky Box. So Shaky Box's snipers versus my snipers and a tank and a skirmisher. Problem is, Shaky has deployed snipers, but they're a good sniper, because they're sort of designed to survive in this sort of box area. You'll notice they have a lot of thrusters, lots of forward thrust, and they don't ricochet themselves too much. Because the thing is that if you do hit the back of a wall, you're basically stuck there if your ship continues to fire. We may even get an example of it right here. No, unfortunately we won't. But as you'll see, the conjunction of snipers and skirmishers of the Last Stand Navy easily trumps, unfortunately, Shaky Box's pure sniper armada. You don't send snipers against an army of machine gunners, but you don't send an army of machine gunners against an army of snipers. It depends who's set up the best, in the end. But snipers can pick off machine gunners from distance. But machine gunners can suppress snipers. So really there's an argument for both, but really, in the end, if you have snipers and machine gunners, it means that if the enemy just have snipers, you can annihilate. And if the enemy just has machine gunners, you can snipe them. It's a perfect tacticality. There, boom, Last Stand Navy wins. So, I'm sorry, Shaky. Good army. I like these ships. They're quite effective. But they're just snipers. I mean, look, you just took out one of my sniper ships. Bah! Gone, in the face. But unfortunately, then my skirmishers come in and just... Pain, man. It's unfortunate. I think, Shaky, if you just had one skirmisher, just one, you'd have been able to just eradicate me. I'm sure of it. Well done. Sorry, I just need to commemorate my little ships, because imagine that I'm the commander and I'm just watching my captains play this battle out, and just like, well done, team, well done. But I honestly don't want to win my own tournament, because that would be weird. I can't. I doubt that, because I'm not that skilled. But, I mean, well, the Alphas of Orion is just... What the heck are you doing, bud? I turned into a spinner. Oh, come on, Shaky. Come on, Shaky. Come on, Shaky. Oh, no. Oh, Shaky. No, Shaky Box. Shaky Box. I think I know what Shaky Box's problem was. He made a shaky stick instead of a shaky box. If he had made a shaky box, I swear he would have won that. So now we have Rickaby, Pro Noob's Tinkrell division versus Nanos by Oddy Cookme. So does Oddy saute or does he fricassee his nanobots? That is the question. You have to consider this, because it could lead into insanity. And Rickaby, he has like 3 YouTube accounts. It's quite amusing. I swear he just sets up some of those things for just complete total comedicality effect. So Oddy, I'm sorry, Oddy. But I'm just going to pause it quickly, because I just want to... So, Oddy has a coagulation of... just little shield generator ships? Missile ships. Oh, well, just small little gunning ships, and... Oh, I see! Okay, those are not unarmed vessels. I will have you know that. Oh, yes, very nice tactic, Oddy. I like it. Now, see, this is why I like Oddy's ship systems. He thinks outside the box. Rickaby, however, I'm just going to pause it here quickly and just admire Rickaby's ships. He has lots of lasers. So he has a lot of laser barges, I suppose, for taking out any irritating little dronular armadas, and, you know, it's also very good for close range. As you can see, that is the very simple reason he is chewing through Oddy Cookme. It's simply because he has lots of lasers. If Oddy Cookme had a couple more laser dreadnoughts, or plausibly some more tanky skirmishes, he would be able to eradicate Rickaby. Well, at least, not eradicate, but at least equal out Rickaby's assaultive forces. Well done, Oddy. Hard luck, my friend. But this is why we have pools. You would have probably done pretty good against some other armadas. So now, we have Lucky DGL, 3 cannons and a swarm. I see your joke, Lucky, I see. So you do have 3 cannons and a swarm. Versus Dragoon by Mazach. You know, so, amazing, kind of getting wrecked by 3 cannons and a swarm. Yeah, yeah, okay. So Lucky has employed what I would call, yes, a very good tactic. So he has his swarm. They distract the enemy assaulters, much like a skirmisher would. Your skirmisher would go towards the enemy, distract them, and then your snipers would pick them off from a distance. This is exactly what Lucky is doing. Only he has split up his skirmishers, and as Camo told me earlier today. Now I was talking a little bit about swarms in the Farmer faction tournament, and how, you know, each and every ship costs a little bit more than if you were to just make one big ship. The technicality is, and I already knew this, but you don't have to include a generator. You know, that's less generators and such and such and such that you just don't have to account for if you just make lots of little swarm ships, right? And so, you know, in the end, it's more tactically efficient to just split your big ships up into lots of little ships, but I am inclined to not agree. Anyway, well done, Lucky. Sorry, Amazach. Sorry. So now we have Waste 47 Laps versus Sausage Party Extreme by Sabukram. That name, I don't like it. It is interesting, but still it is a little bit, you know. Anyway, so the lapses. I checked these ship names. They are called lapses, which is amusing. I think I recorded that. Good, okay. But Sausage Party Extreme is unfortunately winning. I want Waste 47 to beat him. What is Waste? Waste? What are these little things on the side? They're just thruster banks. Genius, because then you can... Okay, I get it. Very nice. Nice tactic. Because then you can turn and aim pretty well for that system. Wow, okay. Nobody steal that from Waste 47. I swear, if you steal that from Waste 47, I will hunt you down and I will annihilate you. Because, well done, Waste. You're a genius there, mate. Well done. Camo, I'm watching you. Don't even think about it. Sorry, Camo. This joke is getting old, but I like making it, so, well. Same with you, Conga. Look, if I pick on one person, I have to pick on a couple others, just, you know, so that no one is actually being picked on. Because, yeah, I'm not actually picking on anyone. Everyone's pretty darn awesome. So, you know, if I do pick on you, it's because you're pretty darn cool. In some sort of way. You know, either you're lucky like Camo, tryhardy, or you're just ballistic insane like Oddy Cook Me because he makes very cool ships, or yada 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 yada. Or you're Sumblecrum and you just make sausage parties. Sad. Sumblecrum, go get annihilated, please. Sorry, Waste, you're out for the bracket. Anyway, now we have Conga versus Bahamut. Now, Conga was just like, oh, I've sent in a rubbish Tinkrell drone fleet, haven't I? And I said yes. Unfortunately, poor Conga. He doesn't hold out much hope. However, Faction 4 has the very interesting little missile drones. If we see them. Yep, missile drone. Okay, my dogs are going ballistic. Give me a moment. Yes, hello everybody, I'm back. So yes, unfortunately, poor Conga is getting eradicated. He does have these lovely little missile ships. I love the missile ships, by the way. They're pretty darn cool. But Bahamut has his big... Ooh, I like these ships. They're like 4-gunned... Just... These are some heavy-hitting battleships. I gotta say that. Heavy-hitting. And he has his little support ships. Good idea. Good idea. Little support ships, always brilliant. You can never go wrong with little support ships. Even if you make your entire army out of little support ships. But we can see that Conga made his entire army out of little support ships. Not doing too well. That's because it's a drone fleet, which is long range, versus Faction 4, which is, versus, a cannon fleet, which is long range as well. So you're fighting long range with long range. It's not really inclined to victory, is it? And Conga knew that too. Poor Conga. Anyway, well done, Bahamut. Well done. Sorry, Conga. Now we have Frostflight versus Camo 5. Ooh. I want to see Frostflight do something very cool here. Oh, no. But, someone needs to decode Camo 5's construction program. Because he does something very interesting with his ships. Something very interesting indeed. It's thruster layout as well. And just... a mortality and weapon systemization area. He knows how to be efficient with his gun placements. We should presume that much. Yes. Interesting. Come on, Frost. You can do this, Frost. Come on. Come on, Frost. I believe in you, Frost. I believe in you. Go, man. I don't care if you only have one ship. You can win this. I've seen people win with less. I've literally seen people win with one ship, so, you know. Side point. No, Frost. No, Frostflight. He died. Camo 5. Camo 5. For someone who calls himself Camo, you're not very invisible in this tournament, are you? So we have Last Stand Navy versus Mr. Creeper Hun. No, Mr. Creeper Hun. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dominic. Oh, no, I'm versing a very amusing chap. Oh, I'm sorry, Dominic. Why did you have to verse? Why did the game put you to verse me? Wait, does this mean I get to verse Cap? Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. I'm sorry, Creeper. I'm sorry, Dominic. Very nice ship, man. Very nice ship, I have to say. Shut up, Last Stand Navy. Get out of here. Your last stand is a null and void because this is not the moment you die. The moment you die is your last stand, and that is what you're made for. But, yeah, Mr. Creeper. Okay, give me a moment. Someone is actually trying to contact me. It's a very nice ship, Mr. Creeper. Sorry, I didn't, yeah. Give me a moment. Alright, I'm back. So yes, Mr. Creeper has some very nice looking ships, I have to say. There's a lovely little sort of cyanical. I like cyan. It's a very nice color. Light blue, basically. In contrast to the Last Stand Navy, which is just green and blue. Because those are the two colors I like above basically everything, unfortunately. Well, I don't really like them above anything. It's just, I favor them more if I'm going to be playing a good guy, which is, quite cliched, I suppose. Aren't the good guys usually blue? I mean, it's quite cliched. Alright, unfortunately, I win. So now it's Lucky DGL, 3 cannons and a swarm versus Rickaby, Pro Noobs Tinkrell Division. So, Rickaby has come with quite a swarmy armada versus another swarmy armada. But this swarmy armada actually has big ships in among it, which in the end could play quite well into Lucky DGL's hands. The other problem with the Swarm Fleet versus Tinkrell, I mean, well, that's the problem. I mean, Swarm Fleet versus Tinkrell. What? Swarm Fleet versus, well, yes, big Tinkrell cannon units is, I mean, first of all, that. Cannons can all just target one little guy and it goes skimping off into nowhere and you lose your insanity. Also, if one of those big cannons shoot, and it happens to go right through the middle of your swarm, and your entirety of your swarm is saying moving left or right or wherever or have you, you could lose like half your swarm, and that's a problem. But as we'll see here with Rickaby, he can also just overwhelm Lucky, and also since he's getting in close, it means he has more of a chance of hitting him. Less of a chance of winning, but more of a chance of hitting him. Wait, what? No, he has more of a chance of winning as well. Pardon me. But yes, as we see, Rickaby, he's running out of time. But if he managed to get the entirety of his army close enough, he could... Oh no, he can't do this. No, Rickaby! The music's for you, man. Sad stuff. Save for Mr. Creeper Hunt. Why did I have to verse him? I'm always repentant whenever I defeat somebody, because then I feel like I've robbed someone else of like actually getting to enjoy themselves. Because I know that when my fleet does good or gets like instantly versed, like say against Camo 5 or Amazing, when they've actually made a decent fleet, I know I feel horrible. So I'm sorry, Mr. Creeper Hunt, but this is why I have Tourney. This is why I have pools, so that everyone can enjoy their stuff, so that everyone can feel good, so that everyone can see their battleships in a good and effective combat scenario. That's my logic about it. Because I don't want people to feel like I feel when I get versed against, say, Camo, instantly. I want them to feel good about what they send in. So this is just an overview bracket, just to make sure everyone's being legitimate. Just to check that everything is within acceptable limits. But then my friend, comes the pool. And the pool is where the fun happens. That is where the fun happens. It's going to take a hell of a long time to get through the pool, but that's where the fun happens. And don't worry, guys. I am actually going to I check to see, you know, whose fleets are more worthy to verse, say, Camo 5 or Amazing, depending on whether or not they've actually done good that time. Done good, English. Done well that time. And then I sort of put people with whoever's in sort of their league level. Now, don't take that as an insult. It's also just, say, if there are swarm fleets, I'll put them with other swarm fleets, because it's almost funner that way, you know? You get to go up against someone who it is a 50-50 chance of victory. You know, you get to truly test your steel against someone of equal power. So yes, in this case, Lucky DGL is won against Rickaby, but Rickaby is won against Lucky DGL. So it's actually a 50-50 here. These are two people I would put in the same pool, because they have proven to be on the sort of same level of efficiency. And also, since I am a competent human being, and so are a lot of people, I know, relativistically, who is bound to sort of come out victorious against who. I can't know for certain, but I can kind of make a guesstimation. And then I put those people in the corresponding pool so they can have absolute levels of fun, you know? Because it's fun. It's fun to verse someone who's genuinely on your level. And when I say on your level, I mean above or below, but I don't actually mean above or below. I mean on the same systematology system. On the same technical wavelength. Someone like Lucky DGL, he has his main battleships and then he has a swarm. I'd verse him against someone else with battleships and a swarm to see who's better. And also just so you can know that you're not getting versed against something that's, you know, unfair towards what you've decided to bring to the table. You know, that's my tacticality system. And I think it'll work quite nicely. So yes, Lucky DGL, he's surviving, and so is Rickaby. That's the interesting part. Lucky DGL is going to win this on points, unless Rickaby can somehow just kill all of his units, but it's not going to happen in 3, 2, 1, 0. Now is it? Unfortunately not. Well done, Lucky. Sorry, Rickaby. Sorry. But now we have Alpha Feathers versus Petroleum. So yes, Petra versus Alpha Feathers. Akari Empire Expeditionary Fleet Theta. So Theta, Alpha, Beta, Zeta, Delta, Epsilon, I don't know. Sorry. But, so, they have quite a few expeditionary fleets, and I'm glad, because no one would just have one expeditionary fleet. You'd send out a couple, wouldn't you? I mean, you could send out just one. I mean, if you only had limited resources, sure. But now here you see the power of a couple very fast skirmishes. Petra could probably kill Camo 5 if he gets there. Now he could. Come on, is anyone else getting hyped up by the FTL music in the background? It's good stuff. It's perfect for just this sort of battle, you know? Reassembly's music is nice, and it's good for when you're just flying through the galaxy, annihilating things at ease, but here it is an actual battle. It counts for war. For what? For war. It counts for war. War. Yeah, I can't say war. War. I can't say it, but just, whenever I say it, it doesn't seem right. Oh gosh, no, Owl Feathers! Owl Feathers, get out of there! Evac systems Alpha Omega! Now this is why you need sort of dedicated saturation skirmishes, as I will call it. So, something like the Alphas of Orion, but my Alpha of Orion, in my Faction 4 Armada, that is a saturation skirmisher. It saturates the area with swerves and stuff. Camo's 5 ships sort of do that as well, which is interesting. Very interesting. I think it's because he puts his gun slightly off center. Tactics! We've decoded him! Go! Make your ships! I don't know. But someone will figure it out. Someone has to figure it out. So now, Sword War by Wraith, Faction 4, 35k, versus Sausage Bounty Extreme by Sample Crumb. Ooh, this could be an interesting fight. Fight with all your might, Wraith! Fight with all your might! We cannot allow these sausage eaters to enter our lands. It sounds racist in some country, I don't know. There's probably someone who's going to take offense to that statement. Please don't. You know? But whatever. We cannot allow these sausages into our land. Imagine just walking sausages who command battleships. Literally, this is a race of sentient sausages. That's strange. Anyway, moving on. No, Sword Wall! He's died, unfortunately. I like Sword Wall. It's an interesting name. What do you have on your ships? Ah, I see. So it's sort of a light range thruster shielding thing. Sort of like I did, but I mean, your ships literally look like swords, so points to you, man. That looks awesome. Your ships are literally swords. And sausage, well, no comment. This ship just spinning out of control. Sword, shoot that ship. Concentrate fire. Well done. Now, next target, Alpha Camalo. There, nice. Obliteration of the enemy forces will be brilliantly. Oh, nice shot, Sword Ray. Well done, Wraith. Your forces are seeming to bulk up their tacticality. Now, focus firepower on the primary enemy battleships and annihilate with cutting-edge force. Or you could just target the little enemy ships in front of you. But I think at this stage, taking out both would be effective. So for you, bud, attack. Just target that main ship. I can't tell them. I'd love to. Imagine if I could. Imagine if I could just take command at the moment and go, you attack that. You do this. That'd be amazing. That'd be like an RTS. Imagine reassembly as an RTS. Just think about that. That sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. I mean, it basically is. All you're missing is a bigger map, like an AI commander for your enemy, and then you can literally just you have the option to go between, RTS mode, and then first person in air quotes mode. It's third person, but you can either fly your ship or you could go into command mode, which is the RTS mode. And then you can command all the ships. You can tell your stations to build certain ships. I mean, you can do that anyway, but oh, it's so brilliant, the thing we are coming up with now. Oh, it's so brilliant, I would like it to be a thing pretty soon. Oh, Sword Wall. 1 win to 1 win. Come on, Sword Wall. Hold back, left, power, pulse, no! Don't target the enemy little ships, target the bigger ships. They are bigger prizes and more effective to be annihilated. Look, if I have a lot of energy in it today, it's because I feel like this tournament. I've done the Red tournament today, that was amazingly fun. Now I'm doing the Tinkrell tournament, because it is ballistic. Also, I have FTL music in the background, and who doesn't get hyped with that? Someone who doesn't like FTL music, which makes sense. Oh, Sword Wall, careful. The thing is, Sword Wall also has a lot of shields, and that helps. He has maximum shields, limited hull. Which may sound like a bad idea, but it's not. The thing is, it's actually in depth. Depends upon who you're tackling. So if you're tackling a sniper, say, okay, shields are useful, because that's plausibly going to block at least one of those big, powerful shots. But if you're versing, say, Camo 5, then you don't want a lot of hull, so you can stop that rapid-fire insanity. Oh, go Bahamut, go annihilate these Camoians. I mean, if you can. I mean, I hope you can. Your ships look like they would be capable of such things. Well, they looked like it, then they got annihilated. It's only because Camo 5 has made an interesting way for ships to act. Ooh, ooh. I'm sorry, I just love watching Camo Ship 5 ships get annihilated. Ooh, Camo, you're getting distracted. You're getting distracted, little boy. Oh no, he's noticed his problematicalities. But can Bahamut stay out of the way? This is the question. Ultimate battle. Who can prove victorious against the Camoian? It's either Bahamut or Camo 5. One of them leaves today in an exploded vessel of huskiness. Oh, it's probably going to be Bahamut. It's going to be Bahamut, unless he can somehow be amazing evasion. Oh! Oh! Oh, gosh! Oh, gosh, Bahamut. Gosh, man, okay. Oh, no, but you were sniped. How? I mean, I know how, but just... Jana toch. Heerlijkheid. Oh, no. Bahamut, you're getting crushed, man. Here's one ship. Right into the Tinkrell's fire path. Not effective at all. Deploy backup Bahumutian assistance. I'm not actually going to, but I wish I... You know... Some days I just wish for epicity on a level unknown. Endless war, that's what I enjoy. I think I explained it in the Faction 3 tournament that I love endless war. That concept, that systemization, that structure. Oh, of unending battle. Of a war which neither could ever really win. Alright, we know the good guys are going to win in the end, but it's a long war. Of unending insanitaria. So yes, Camo 5 wins, fine. But Bahamut survived for a heck of a long time. And in my books, that's well done. Alright, now... It's 3 cannons of the swarm versus the LSN, the last stand navy. Ooh, I don't know if my navy could do well against this. The beaters of Orion are getting their main guns shickled. Well, at least one did. That's why I gave it shields and armor. Those 3 cannons are spread to the 2 corners of the earth. 2 corners. To some of the corners of the earth. Ooh. The Invinivars are doing pretty well, I guess. Oh, gosh. Oh, very close. Very, very close. That's why I give you shields, mate. That's why I give you shields and armor. So you can survive that sort of insanitaria. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Oh, gosh. Good night. There goes my armada. Well done, lucky DGL. You're going to be the one to beat Camo at this rate. Unless my battleships can target correctly. Unless the Alpha of Orion decides to target the enemy correctly. If he decides to be a little more sane about his flight path and trajectory, then plausibly he could do well. But boom, gone, annihilation. Gosh darn it, dude. Oh, Alpha of Orion, you're gone. Gosh darn it, Alpha of Orion. Why did I send you in? Oh! Okay, well, we got 1 cannon. I'm happy with that, beta. Ooh. Ooh. 2 ships against 22. That's times 2 ratioic problematicality. We have 32 minutes. 13, 17, 16 seconds. 15 seconds. We're not going to win this. Obviously we're not. But we have... Oh, the Alphas! One of my Alphas of Orion have hung on so well. Fly, little bud, fly, fly. Just survive round the clock. I mean, I know you won't win, but it'll just be comedical. Ah, okay. Well, anyway. GG. Well done, Lucky. You get to verse Camo. Alright, now we have Petra versus Sampulcrum. I don't know. I think Petra might do pretty well against Sampulcrum's Armada Caria. Oh, Sampulcrum, you're getting a little bit... You're getting your ass handed to you, my friend. It's like, this is yours. Thank you. Is that my arm? Yes, it is your arm. Ah, thank you. Don't know what I'm doing. Sorry. Gosh. Eradicated. Well done, Petra. You know, if Petra ends up being the victor, I'm going to have to zoom in on Camo 5's ship. Because I've zoomed in on Petra's ship, and it's unfair to him if I've somehow given away his like, winning formula. It's really unfair to him, then. And since I've given away his winning formula, we're zooming in on Camo 5's ship. We're doing it. We're doing it. That, or I just edit out the part where I looked at Petra's ship. Probably just going to do that. Sorry. I'm just having a drink and I can't tell what's going on. Petra's winning. Not by points, though. Sampulcrum could win this by points. You have no idea how much my eye is twitching right now. This is comedical. Look at this. Oh, so high stakes. 15 seconds. 14 seconds. 13 seconds. Can Sampulcrum run out the clock? Because if he can, that's victory for him. Well, one victor. Ooh. Bah! Gone! Sampulcrum, well done. Sorry, Petra, but you still have we have one last chance to prove yourself worthy of versing in the final two. Yeah, I'm highly aware I'm not showing the points, but guess what? It heightens the suspension. Heightens the suspension. It heightens the suspense. Fine, I'll just flash it. There, boom. So Sampulcrum's winning by points. There's not much time left. Petra could lose. Which is sad, because I think Petra's army is pretty darn good. But if Sample's is better, well... It's a rock, paper, scissors sort of deal, unfortunately, with brackets. So, if Sample can beat, you know, Petra, but could Petra have beaten Camo is the real question. I mean, we have yet to see what Lucky DGL does to Camo, but we're about to see. Well done, Sampulcrum. Sampulcrum wins. Now for Lucky DGL versus Camo 5. 3 cannons and a swarm versus 4 tryhards and a bucket. Look, I need to make up names for this stuff. It's comedical. What the what? It's like whoever versus Camo is somehow just struck by fear. He plays a fear game. I know his game now. We've decoded him, guys. He plays a fear game. Oh, the problem with Lucky is he's lost his main. He's lost his frontal. Oh, he's lost his frontal turning thrusters. Now, this is why you need backup systems. You always need backup systems, Lucky. I mean, you do at the back, sure, but it's insufficient for what you need. What you need is 1 or 2 thrusters just on the inside barrier, and that would so be able to help. Because the outside things will be crushed, but you need... Yeah, unfortunately, you just got your butt annihilated. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Oh, come on! It's a sniper versus a tryhard. I'm sorry, Camo, but I can't remember. It's Uber Kill? It's like Uber Killer. Yeah, it's like Uber Killer. So we have a cannon versus an Uber Killer. Ooh. Ooh. Lucky DGL can win this on points. He can win this on points. Yes! Aha! Nice. Very nice. Oh, now unless Camo can quickly take out Lucky's cannons, which he can't, you know, Camo's kind of in a problematicality here because that's Swarm, man. It does the job my skirmishes couldn't even dream of doing. Let alone my skirmishes even being able to deal with that swarm. Gosh. Also, that swarm is a drone swarm, meaning it maintains distance and does not get in the way of lasers. Today, Camo 5, you are routed. Remember it in history. Remember it. Well done, Lucky. Sorry, Camo. Sorry, man. But this is why we have a pool. So, now it's Lucky DGL versus Samplecrum. Ooh. Ooh. I hope Lucky wins. I hope he does. Just because Sausage Party Extreme does not sound like a thing I want to say is the victor. Sorry, Sample. I'm making a joke here. But still. Ooh, look how widespread this battle is. I'm gonna have to sort of do it like that. Perfect, now I can see every single section. Well, almost do. It's a little bit of the bottom map, which you can't see, but it's like under by like 2 pixels. So it's fine. You can basically see the entire map from here. I know, this is the final battle, so why is this music so chill? I don't want it to be chill. Give me a moment. Here we go. One to Lucky. Look at his snipers, they all just like stay in one little spot, and so does Samplecrum's main dreadnoughts. But that's a problem for any dreadnought. Especially if you're going up against a faction 4 sniper. It's a serious problem. Interesting. Sample's down one of his battleships. I mean, not Sample, but Lucky is down one of his battleships. And Samplecrum. Ooh, Sample, come on. You could win this. You could, Sample. You're so close to his main dreadnought, Sample. All you have to get in there is just go in and shoot. He has a lot of armor, but it won't save him from a direct shot through the face. Also, these little drones are just spread out through the entire place. Gosh. Dun dun da 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 dun da da dun da da dun. Quite an epic battle that's been done. I think. Well done, Lucky. Sorry, Sample. I'm sorry, man. But well done. Well done, Lucky. You are truly lucky today. Very lucky. So until next time, chaps. Cheerio. Doody doody doo. Sorry, I'm enjoying this. Anyway, until next time, chaps. Cheerio.